Hey guys, it's Monday, October 10th, day 10 of Vlogtober, and this is going to be a video response to a video that Luke Connor did with the tag of childhood questions, childhood memories. And so this may have to be a two-part video, but we'll see. Question number one is, where did you grow up? I was born and raised right here in Dumont, New Jersey, and I'm still living here in Dumont, New Jersey. It's a nice little town. It's quiet. It's not too exciting, but it's home. Question two: were you a good kid growing up? I would say so. Yeah, I was a pretty good kid. I didn't get into a lot of trouble. I was fairly quiet as a kid. I got in trouble a little bit, small stuff, nothing too huge. From what I've been told, my brother was the more mischievous one. But, what was the worst punishment ever? Again, didn't get punished that often. I don't know. I guess I probably got spanked on occasion, once or twice. I really don't remember. I do remember sometimes my mom would get really mad, and she would come after me with this wooden spoon. And one time she swung it at me, and I moved, and she hit something and broke her wooden spoon. So then she got really mad. And she's like, "You broke my wooden spoon. It's my good wooden spoon." I don't know. But that's about it. That's all I can think of. I can't think of really anything really harsh. But, so that's that. And we got question 4 is, what did you do on your summers? As a kid, I had some really fun summers. Just like now, I loved going to movies, and not as many movies back then as I do now. It's just you don't have as many movies coming out. Summertime now, you got 2 or 3 big movies coming out every week. So, but we had this kind of vacation home in Pennsylvania, and we go up there all the time during the summer. My brother and I were out of school, and there were places we'd go swimming and fishing, and July was always big because July 4th is my birthday, and my grandfather would come up, always had a big Cadillac or big car, Lincoln Continental, something like that, and the trunk would be filled with fireworks, and we'd have a blast just shooting all kinds of fireworks, bottle rockets, and Roman candles and all that stuff. It was great. So, don't get up there too often now. It's just hard. My parents try and go up when they can. But yeah, those are. I'll remember that a lot. Those are some fun times. Okay. Best childhood memory. For me, big surprise has to do with Star Wars. I remember going to see Return of the Jedi with my dad. This was the first of the Star Wars films that I saw in the theater. I was a little young for the original 2. I saw them eventually on TV or video. But Jedi was the first one until they did the re-release that I saw in the theater. And I remember being with also my brother and my uncle. And everyone else wanted to see Jaws 3D. Which, if you've ever seen that movie, it's so bad. But somebody had to go with me, so my dad went. And, he was getting into it. He went for me, but he was actually getting into it. And just that, seeing it on the big screen, see Darth Vader on the big screen for the first time, and with the music and the helmet, and, the whole thing, and Luke with Jabba the Hutt and the Ewoks and all that stuff, just awesome. I loved it. And because it was with my dad, it really meant something to me. So it's something I'll always remember. It's probably one of the reasons why I'm so into Star Wars. But yeah, so that's definitely my favorite memory. That's the first thing that always comes to my mind. Someone asked me that. Number 6 is favorite toy. Favorite toy growing up. You know, in the 80s, you had all those like cartoon toys. You had your He-Man and Star Wars and Transformers. But for me, always my go-to toy, whenever I was getting bored with something else, it was always my G.I. Joes. I had tons of G.I. Joes, the little 3 3/4 inch Joes. Lots of vehicles, and I would make up little battles and little scenarios. And I just, when it was wintertime and it would snow outside, I would get like the snow characters and pretend they were fighting in the snow. And just, yeah, so always just, so definitely G.I. Joe was always definitely my favorite. As big of a fan of I was as for Star Wars, G.I. Joe was always my favorite toy. Favorite TV show all time as a kid, Knight Rider. That was my all-time favorite TV show. To me, Michael Knight or David Hasselhoff was like the coolest guy in the world to me. And you had a freaking talking car that had all kinds of gadgets. It did everything. And I would sit there and I would watch that for for an hour. When that was on, that's it. I didn't want to know from nothing. And I would wait, at some point in the show, Michael Knight would go, "Kid, hit the turbo boost," and he'd hit the button and boom, and the car would launch, and I would always get so excited looking for that, waiting for that moment in the episode when they would do that. So, and I have the complete series on DVD. I watch them a bunch of times. And so, yeah, so Knight Rider, that's my all-time favorite show. And to this day, always be my all-time favorite show. Next, question number 8. Favorite game. Again, I know the answer to this right away. All-time favorite game is the video game Contra for the original Nintendo. Old school, original Contra, And again, if you're a gamer, everyone knows the Konami code. The up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. Boom, the 30 guy code. It was just the spreader weapon and all the other cool guns, the laser beam weapons, cool bosses. It was, loved it. It will forever be my all-time favorite game, without a doubt. And then we get, question 9. Now this is an interesting question. Were you bullied? Was I ever bullied? Unfortunately, yes. I was a heavy kid when I was really, really young, but I think when I hit maybe 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there, and I put on weight and I got heavy. And, kids are cruel, and kids are still cruel. And it's unfortunate that we still have to deal with bullying. I wish it would stop. It's not fun. It's really not fun, being teased for whatever reason. It just sucks. And it's gotten worse with the cyberbullying and all this stuff. And you hear some terrible stories. So to anyone out there, don't be a bully. Be kind. Be respectful of others. You don't have to be best friends with people, but just be respectful. Words can hurt. They really can. And the last question number 10, is do you still keep in touch with your childhood friends? And, like a lot of people, I'm sure, keep in touch through Facebook. So there's a lot of people. I have a couple of real good friends, my friend Tony and a friend Nikki, who I see fairly often. Tony a little bit more because he just lives closer. And, I have lots of other friends that every once in a while we try and get together and do something together, whether it's go out to eat or go to a movie all together, just something. But it's tough when, you know, majority of my friends are married, kids, and all that stuff, and with schedules of work and all that other stuff, it's just hard to do. But we you know, we don't see each other as much as we would like. But that's one of the great things about Facebook, is I could see what are they going through, what's going on with their kids. It's great to see people that you grew up with now have kids of their own, and watching their kids grow up and experience some of the same things that we did. So to me, that's just really great. You know, if we could keep in touch more, like physically see each other, keep in touch more, that would be great. I would love that. But sometimes it's just not possible. But, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of you who can relate to this. But it does happen. And when it does, it's great. And every couple of years, we've been doing a little sort of informal reunion at one of the local bars where we are. And just get together, have a couple of drinks, and just remember stuff and relive stuff. And it's fun. It's fun. Whenever the opportunity does come around, you know, it's great. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I answered these questions fairly well. And, you know, if you guys, anyone who's listening, any comments, questions, leave them below. And, you know, I challenge you, take this survey or questionnaire, however you want to call it. You know, it could be fun to kind of think of some old memories of what you used to like when you were younger. And yeah, I think I answered these pretty well. I got through all the questions. And I think that's it for now. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing my Halloween decorations. So there'll be a video showing that. So there's a little sneak peek there. So, alright. Hope you guys having a great day. And I'll see you later. Bye.